Go ahead, call the meeting order, stand up, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You hear me?
Yes.
Trustee Whiteman.
Yes.
Trustee Family.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes. Need a motion to approve or amend the agenda as presented.
Make motion to approve. Second.
Trustee Family.
Yes.
Trustee Whiteman.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Need a motion to approve the July 16th, 2026 board meeting minutes.
Motion. Second.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Family.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yeah.
Trustee Whiteman.
Yes.
Need a motion to approve the August 4th, 2026 special board meeting minutes.
Make motion to. Second.
Trustee Whiteman.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yep. Need a motion to approve the August 17th, 2026 special board meeting minutes.
Motion. Second.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Whiteman.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Need a motion to approve finance report and pay the bills.
So moved. Second.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Whiteman.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
That list on there.
Yeah, let's start with these guys.
We're going to move to the audience section. We have two people on the agenda. Number one, Alan Shepherd.
Yeah, real quick, just, for some reason, I want to run another car show next year. August 28th, last Saturday of August, be 2027, obviously. But what I need to do to keep it Tilton for the space is the King Street lots, the two King Street lots behind Culver's. Originally, we were gonna look at doing it over by Molly's, but given everything going on over there, I don't want to risk all the investment that I got people that want to make and then not have a place. I don't think it's gonna take a lot. I could go over there with TJ as far as getting into the lot. Because the south lot is what I want to use for spectator parking. The north lot would be for the cars and concert stage and all the other events that we want to bring into town. So press and such. Expecting north of 250 cars. It'll be the biggest show that this area's ever seen. With every dollar of it going to the DAC program. So a lot of investors that have already committed, just waiting on me to tell them we got a spot. And I can lay it all out, but I needed a place to know where I was laying it out for. So it's the 28th. It'll be probably needed for 2 days for the last Sunday to lay it all out. So that's it. That's all I got. Unless somebody's got any questions.
Thank you. Troy Streetman.
Good evening. Troy Straven, I'm the superintendent of the Veterans Assistance Commission of Vermilion County. Some of you may or may not have heard of the Veterans Assistance Commission. It's been around for a little bit over 5 years. And by the look on your faces, you haven't heard a whole lot about it. So that's why we're here. New and improved. David Brown is with me. He's my assistant superintendent. And all the different things that we can do for Vermilion County veterans, we have in these brochures. We'll be glad to come and meet with people. So first of all, they have to be a Vermilion County resident. Second, they have to be an honorably discharged or general under honorable condition veteran. And then we can help them file claims with the VA. Some of the older veterans never filed. Understandably, they had a little disagreement with the government back then, and we'll be more than happy to sit down with them and help them get the benefits that they've earned and deserved. Along with that, we also offer short-term financial assistance. or different veterans that might be just in a tight spot and need help with a bill so they don't get the power shut off, or everything's getting their vehicle fixed. We can help them, and we are free of charge. We don't charge anything. We do work at the county building. I'm gonna leave some brochures, business cards. The other thing on, that we're gonna have is, because we're trying to rebrand and reintroduce the Veterans Assistance Commission to the community, is a ribbon cutting ceremony. The county has built us a new office in between the recorder and treasurer's office on the first floor. We've invited some congresswomen, some senators, Representative Schweitzer is going to be there, and all of you are more than welcome as legislators within Vermilion County to come and participate. A couple people will speak, we'll have some cake, you'll see the new office, and you can also tell any veteran that you may know that you think might need our assistance, come on down and get to meet us and understand what we can do more. So,
Where do you guys get your funding?
some of it comes from tax dollars. So it is a state statute.
You get donations too?
Yeah, we take donations and it goes, obviously we have all our different line items, but any donation goes straight into veterans assistance. It just goes right back into the veterans. So
When is the ribbon cutting time?
it'll be September 10th at 10 a.m. I'll leave this up here for you
I'll tell
guys.
you what, Troy, I got an expenditure here, for the village. I'd like to be able, the village to donate $2,000 to your organization.
We would absolutely love it. But our door has been knocked on a million times a day. People are calling, trying to just ask for help. Some of them we can't help. Some of them, make too much money according to the state statute, but there's a lot that we can. Just simple things, getting their cars fixed. But the biggest thing is helping the veterans apply for those benefits at the VA. So we really appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, we have veterans here, that's.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
There's some that we don't even know. We walk by them every day and we don't realize that they're veterans, so. Thank you.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Next, James Stockton.
I don't wanna waste a lot of your guys' time or nothing. Back in September last year,
Hold on.
Who's going?
He needs to know. You have a 3-minute, you have a 3-minute time.
okay, I don't wanna waste a lot of your guys' time. Back in September of last year, my brother-in-law was driving my car. He got pulled over, got impounded, because they said he didn't have a license or insurance. When Officer Bernardi took him down to the jail, he did have a license, in fact. The car did have insurance. I proved all that. I gave all the paperwork they needed. They said he had to go to court. Mr. Bernardi told me that we just had to go through the steps and I'd get my money back. Well, he's been incarcerated in and out throughout. And I got to talking to one of the board members and they're like, well, maybe you should bring it up to the board, because I've never come to one court system or court thing. He didn't fill out paperwork he was supposed to fill out or something. I don't know what it was. But I showed him that I had insurance on the car. I showed the thing that Sam wrote that said he did have a valid license, so he should have never pulled him over in the first place. That cost me $674. And I've never been able to get that back.
How much?
$674. $300 for the P&T, which I proved that there was insurance because the license plate were valid. And if you don't have insurance, your license plates aren't valid, they're suspended.
Yeah, like that.
So I paid the $300 and I paid $374 to Carnegie's to get the car out. But I haven't got nowhere with it. And my brother-in-law was the one who's supposed to be going to court, but he's trying to get him out, so I don't know where to go from there.
So what do you?
I would like to get my money back from the village.
Because you're, okay.
And I talked to Mr. Bernardi that next day, and he told me that we had to go through the legal steps.
Through city court, and like I said, you guys haven't went to city court, because he didn't have representation.
But you
because-
told me that that there was proof that he shouldn't have been pulled over because he had a driver's license and we had insurance.
James, I have no control over that. That's with the city court and the city attorney. And I told you.
So then
But who collects the PNT? Don't that Tilton collect that?
Yes, they did.
So we got his P&T money, right?
Yes.
Yes, and to fight a P&P, you have to go to municipal court and request a trial. They did. He didn't show up. That's the process for every P&P you wanna fight.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to try to see. I just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention.
Did you set a court date and not show up or?
No,
No.
the brother-in-law.
No, he was incarcerated. He couldn't show up.
That time he was?
Yeah. He's been incarcerated 4 times since that. He's incarcerated now again.
Well, it's a shame somebody's gonna go through this stuff when it's a mistake on our police officers.
And I have a paper from Sam and he wrote down his license number. I did everything I was supposed to do.
Who do we approach to check into that? We can go in our check.
Well, it goes to municipal court and, you know, like you said, Brett was supposed to show up for court again and he didn't. I didn't know he was incarcerated at that time.
He's been incarcerated, like, this is the 5th time since that happened.
Okay.
Over this.
Is he over this?
Well, they're going to send him to prison over saying that he didn't have a driver's license. And he did have a driver's license when he got pulled over.
He
So he's in jail for no driver's license 4 times now. How did he have a driver's license?
He's in jail now for burglary
Oh, for work.
in Edgar County. But they're trying to send him to prison over not having a license when he did have one. I mean, Sam even said that it was valid on 9/12.
Well, I mean, I can't speak for it because I don't know right now, James. I mean, ultimately, it's on the state's attorney's office what they did with the case.
I was just trying to get my money back from you guys. That's his business, you know what I mean? And your guys' business. I know, you've always been fair to me, Phil. That's why I come and talk to you, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know.
I just wanted to bring it up, and that's fine.
So basically what you're saying is the car got impounded because of no insurance and
No license, no driver's license.
When he actually had them.
He had a driver's license.
And
But
there
they
was-
let him go, they took him to jail and let him go that night. He didn't have, they apologized to him. But I still had to pay the P&T fine and pay, Carnegie's giving me a deal, $700 and some dollars.
Did they for no insurance? Because he got a ticket for no insurance also.
Yeah, I proved it. The insurance right here.
He said he proved there is insurance. He said he's got the paperwork right there.
And the license plate should be suspended if there was no insurance in the state of Illinois. And it wasn't suspended.
If I recall, that's the paperwork we brought.
Why did they do it?
And we tried to call the phone number.
well, you did that pretty fine.
Oh.
But it got towed, they said it got towed for driving unsuspended. His license was not suspended.
But he didn't have them with him or nothing.
No, he had a Tennessee license, not Illinois, they don't know in Illinois.
What's his last?
So when they got
McGee.
McGee, so when they went to
MC.
MCG.
MCGHE, Brad,
Brad T.
I can show you a suspension paper right here. To show you he did have a license.
That's not my.
He's had his prison. He's had his.
You don't see it. He had a license on that. And then the suspended until 12/1/2025.
Can we get a copy of that and call them? Maybe we could do something about it and verify that insurance was on the vehicle at that time.
I need copies of everything. And here's the avoided tickets that Sam wrote. Avoided them out.
Can I go make a copy?
Still sitting at $2.
Go ahead, Donovan.
I only signed it in case there's a discussion on the TIF application.
Oh, okay. You don't want to speak then?
No, I just signed it in case there was a discussion on the TIF application.
Oh, okay.
Same thing with Dan Smith. Oh,
That's crossed out?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But then.
Dorothy McFarland.
Dan Smith.
Oh, now, I'll back her, Hold on, Go ahead, Dorothy.
go ahead. Okay. Okay, I'm only here because, I was told that maybe the board could help me out with the ditch in front of my house. They have dug out the ditch And it's so steep, I have to climb down into the ditch to cut the weeds out, and the water just stands there, it doesn't really flow out. It looks like a little creek standing there. And actually Nina drove by this afternoon at my house and she said it doesn't look right. And, I can't even get my mower down in there to mow. And it was never like that. I've had compliments on my yard, how nice it looks, but when they see the ditch, they just said it looks terrible. And I'm just seeing if there's anything that Public Works can maybe smooth it out a little bit, add a little bit of dirt. I would be glad to put some grass on the side myself, but I really think something, it never used to be like
Chad, you wanna jump in?
It's on the corner of Crestwood and Willis, 701 Crestwood.
So she had called about the water not flowing.
Oh, it was this year they dug it out.
So we went down, dug the ditch back to the original depth for it to drain out the pipes. Chad shot it with the laser and everything. We ran all the pipe work to get it to drain. If we fill the ditch back in with dirt, it's not gonna drain water, because that was the problem before it. Over time, the ditch is sealed in and it needed cleaned out, and we basically put it back to the original grade it should have been at one time to match the piping that was there.
Well, I don't mind the depth of the ditch, but like the sides are like really steep, and I thought maybe if they like sloped it a little bit, just so that it could be mowed a little bit
So in other
better.
words, it might be like a V and you're one, more like a U.
Yes, correct.
Well, you got the, one side right next to the road and the other side's got telephone pole. So I don't know what.
Well, the side where the telephone pole isn't really too awfully bad. I can't, but it's the, like right there on the corner, I mean, it's almost like a big old drop off there.
It's right next to the road. You only got a couple feet.
If it could,
If you taper it off, it's just gonna be one huge ditch. Whatever, we can dig it out.
Don't we have like a drawing?
You can't even get the toilet right between the road and the pole.
Oh, that's right.
It's tied up, of course. I mean,
And it's just, it comes out of one culvert on, Willis. And right around the corner and back across the Crestwood and over to the next yard.
we actually had to dig out the next house's ditch too, so the water would leave her to make it to the catch basin. It is kind of a steep ditch, but you're kind of limited on, I know what she's saying, she would like it feathered back, but
There's so much room.
you only got so much room to work with, and
okay, if you guys can't, is it possible if I myself could put like topsoil on there and smooth it out a little bit? I don't wanna do anything that the village doesn't want me to do. But just, it's kind of jagged and all that grows in there is weeds at this moment. So would it be?
We're gonna look at it, see if there's something else we can do.
yeah, we can take a look, but we're kind of limited on how.
Yeah,
But
Sounds like if you add dirt, it's gonna hold
yeah,
water.
if you add dirt, it's just gonna wash down in the ditch and then you're back to square one where you was.
Again.
That's what I was gonna say, can you add rock around? I don't know. I don't know what looks
We
like.
got rock and some of these culverts are coming off 74 and that's what channels the water down.
With the riffraff.
Mhm.
But the only problem with that, maintaining it with weeds, I don't know if she wants to get out there and try walking on that. It's
Yeah.
options, but I mean, overall, I mean, we'll look at, see if we can do something about that.
just, we appreciate it, I would, yeah, I appreciate that. And then I think I did talk to Tiffany about this. I'm having a new driveway put
Yep.
in.
Yep.
And now I'm responsible for having the contractor put the new PVC pipe.
That's how we've been doing all of them.
Okay.
We supply the material.
And then I have him put it in.
Yes,
Okay.
and you're supposed to, I guess, give us a heads up when you're ready for it.
Yeah, he said it'd be about a couple weeks before
Okay.
they would, they took the concrete out the other day and then they're gonna come back and grade
Yeah.
it. But I'll give you a heads up and then I think Colin had it located.
That would be your contract.
The contract, okay, he does that too.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you guys did that.
He should probably already called a Julie in to have it located, ripping off concrete.
Yeah, I asked him that, and he says, well, we're not going that deep, so.
That's
But
on,
he's going to.
that's on him.
TJ, can you get with her tomorrow and talk to her about everything she needs?
What's that?
We already did.
We already did the pies?
Yeah, we.
Yeah, we're already did all that.
Over here. It's so close for meters.
But we'll be down tomorrow, take a look, see
See if there's
possibly
anything.
what, and are you gonna be home?
I'm off tomorrow, but I do have some errands to run, so I'll be kind of in and out, so.
Okay.
But I should be home in the morning. I don't have anything until 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll probably make an early catch and then we can kinda
Okay.
discuss things.
All right. I appreciate it.
Yep, you're
Thanks.
welcome.
470,
Dan?
75.
75 minutes.
Yeah, we have a TIF application up for vote tonight. I just wanted to share a quick video of the latest so that everybody that's voting understands the severity and what we're dealing with, and it should replay or you can hit it through. But to kind of pass that around what we're looking at, we did, just as an update before the vote, we did receive a letter from the city's attorney today stating that the city did an investigation, and between the city and the attorney, the cause of the excess water is due to the railroad. It's their problem. Go talk to them. And that's fine. It's what we asked for. The primary reason I asked for it is because as that continues to get worse, it was mostly collapse when I saw it, and as that continues to get worse, more of that water will run north. With what's there, the city or village storm sewer is not capable of taking away, and you can see in that video, it was okay until their storm sewer collapsed, and now it's not. One of the things I talked to the city employee here about was that regardless of what we do with the vote, the water on all those north residents is going to continue to get worse. It's been really bad. I feel bad for them. It would be nice if the village would participate in going after the railroad, not on our behalf, but on the village's storm sewer behalf, because it's never going to be able to take the kind of water that's coming their way. And all of those neighbors to the north are going to flood. And I can protect my house, and I have enough land. I actually sit slightly, well, where mom lives, sits slightly higher than the residents behind us. The engineer shared that you can't really build a berm higher than the road, but that road is well into the residences to the north. So they've already got a water line on their house. It's about to get a whole lot worse. And so it would be nice if the village, on the village's behalf for their storm sewer, approached the railroad. So legal understanding and talking to the engineers for the stormwater, we're not going to change the amount of water that leaves our property. We're not going to change the location of where the water leaves our property. We're basically just going to protect our property. And that extra amount of water that they're getting now, as validated by the village and their attorney, is the railroad's problem. So I just wanted to get ahead of this, get the village on our side, get the village on the residents to the north side, and try to get a solution here. Because I know as soon as their house is filled with water, they're gonna come to me because of the modifications I made to protect my house well within my rights and well legally. They're gonna come to me, I'm gonna hand them the city letter from the city attorney and say, the city says go for the railroad, I can't help you. And I'm trying to protect, our house is screwed. That house needs to be bulldozed. It's a lost cause. She's living in it. I feel terrible. We can get her a place. I'm trying to get those empty lots off of Ribby, but ultimately there's water coming out of the floor vents lately and from this video. So that's my 3 minutes. I just want to let you know what you're voting on, let you know what the next step should be. Regardless of the vote tonight, something has to happen, and it's all coming from the railroad. And if I fought and sued the railroad once and won, it was a nightmare. I don't know that I'm gonna pay to do it again on behalf of the people to the north out of my own pocket. So any participation the village wants to take in that on their own behalf, because your own storm sewer can't take the water that they're sending, which they're legally liable for if somebody actually holds them accountable. So that's all.
I have a question. You said city attorney, which your attorney you talking about?
I'll tell you, it's right here. I got the letter here. Sorry, I came straight from work, so I didn't have time to print every bill.
It's from Westner.
Okay,
Okay.
you got it, all right.
Yeah. They came in and we had a meeting, talked about the drainage issues and they had asked for a letter.
Oh, a letter statement that there's not,
Yeah.
okay,
Saying it's not the village's responsibility, go talk to the railroad.
yeah.
There's a broken tile on the railroad property and it's,
So all the water for like Ribby's building's flooded now too, his slab on grade building in the very back. They got the doors open, it's cooled in there, but all that water used to come to our property as the load, and then through a drainage tile to the railroad, all the way, I guess it's Great Creek. Is it Great Creek that runs under the railroad down there? And even the tile outflow on Great Creek is separated from the outflow, so it's restricting, and then it's collapsed at the tower. And whoever built that area up knew it was collapsed because they dug down, found it collapsed, didn't fix it, and they put posts around it to keep somebody from driving into the hole. So they know, and there's a buried cable that they exposed when they did it, so they know it's a problem, they're just not fixing it. Thank you for your time.
Is there anything as far as we can do getting hold of the railroad,
yeah, we called the railroad, they were supposed to come back out, and then we met with Belinda last week and she asked for the letter. But you know, I do think that we need to do something about the drainage back there. We don't wanna keep dumping it on everybody.
We had to get permission from the railroad, because them guys are gonna investigate the problem.
yeah,
And the second they got on, the railroad started calling, wanting to know when they was gonna be off the property.
so that it's fixed?
So, yeah.
They called twice.
There's a possibility there may be some other issues besides theirs with the railroad and the sewer system, so. You know, those guys are gonna try to investigate that.
I think the point too really is that if the village gets involved by saying, hey, Mr. Railroad, we don't want to accept your water. You need to accept it yourself. The village gets a whole lot further with the railroad than an individual
I mean,
does.
we can talk to them, but
I mean, that's all I'm saying, because.
with that,
and
with that
that's all
federal
you have.
regulatory, they kind of feel like they don't have to worry about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think a letter from a city attorney or from, it's a different response than I get when I call them. That's all I'm saying, it may still go nowhere, but ultimately the city's taking it in their storm sewer
And
that
then
they should
you
have.
also have something to go back to those residents to the north and say, hey, we did try. Otherwise, they're looking at you going,
Why is your storm sewer not taking water?
So is their property considered Tilton property?
Yeah. But
So
that-
is it like can Vermillion County get involved and say,
I don't think so, because that part of Great Creek is kind of under our control, isn't it? And that's a pipe.
Well, the railroad's in your jurisdiction.
Right.
so it's just on us then? I mean, as far
Well, I
as,
mean, they got a good point in that. I never thought about, you know, but that failing is backing up into your other parts of your sewer system. So the village is directly impacted, and so are the residents. It's just not a one person problem.
right. And that's really kind of the point of why we're asking the village to get involved, because it's not just us.
Have you said anything to Westner about that?
Yeah, he wrote that letter to them.
Westner sent the letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he needs to send a letter from us.
Yeah, I think,
That's what we're
I
suggesting.
think I'm just suggesting you use your attorney to hit the railroad a little bit and see if you get a better response than I do, that's all. And that's purely a suggestion. We'll end up protecting our house. We'll protect our house.
Kind of like a sewer backed up, basically. It's backing up, flooding over. It does impact your sewer. I mean, it does drain down over time, but a lot of those houses are just too low.
There's no problem setting there. Like I said, though, they got some other stuff they wanted to check on, TJ, you know, some thoughts of probably on the city green about some other problems we've been having.
I'm gonna call the railroad again in the morning. I'll see.
I'm just saying, it's in everybody's best interest, everybody in this room's best interest, to get the railroad to fix their drainage pipe. And it's not just me. I just know that
What's that area?
it's gonna be worse for the people to the north. And I know people in this room have connections to people in the north, so let's save everybody here and use the weight of the village to get something done and force their hand.
I think one of the points you want to make is that it's impacting the village facility, not just residents. The new sewer you put back there not that long ago wasn't designed to take that flow.
Well,
But it will drain away over time, I mean. if
the design I seen that.
the houses were up higher, you wouldn't, I mean, just let it drain.
Well, I mean, how long has it been since we've had this much rain, you know, I mean, I know,
Every year it happens, it's just happened way more lately. But
yeah.
it has never flowed from the south side of our property between the buildings to the north ever.
We've had a considerable amount of rain this year.
No, I 100% understand. We've had instances where in a couple hours you got that kind of rain intermittently in the past. It's never flowed north, ever. I've never seen that right now well, it rained recently, but a week ago, when we went a period of time without rain, it was dry, and just even in the first few hours, it's running north through the buildings again, which the buildings are up higher, so it's not a problem for people with stuff in the buildings, but you can watch the river flow right to the north, up to those north houses on the way past her house. It fills up her house.
We'll talk about it.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
No problem. Shirley Hogger?
Yeah.
I was wondering about our lead abatement policy for the village. I have my neighbors at 113 notified me today that they were told by people up their land where they have to move out because their youngest child showed high lead levels. So they came back and found that the lead is in the house. So Steve told her today that he wasn't jumping through hoops, that he was going to power wash the lead paint off the outside of the house. So I'm going to be on vacation when they're supposed to be vacated from the house on September 8th. So I need to know what I can do to keep him from filling lead paint all over between me and him. Off the house that he said he's not going to do what she wants, he's going to do what he wants, power worship. And to me, abatement means you're sealing all that lead paint.
Yeah.
Isn't that correct? So I need to know what I can do because I won't be in town.
I think that's a civil matter though, unfortunately. On 4th Street,
It's the one that had to help through the house for their 3 months. And they were out for 3 months and the kid is still real high level. So the health department stepped in and said they have to, that he has to evade it. So, but he said he's not going to jump through hoops for her, for the health department. He's going to do what he wants. He's doing power worship.
Well, if the health department stepped in, that would be the first step to go to itself.
So that's what I should. And she just told me today,
Yeah.
and it's like, are they all?
How is the little?
The child is, he's young, he's
If
just,
he power washes it, then he's just gonna have a yard full of it. And then
glad,
if
yeah,
those
okay.
kids gonna play out in the yard, it's gonna be,
Well, they're moving, he told them to vacate, Purple vacate within 30 days. So they have to be out by the,
but then,
8th of September.
some house moved in that had the same.
But then I'm like right next door, I've already got plans done for when it's coming out of this.
do you have any other neighbors who could watch for when they do this so that maybe
The
they
one's on the other side, yeah.
maybe they could call the health department when they see it, when they see.
So that's what
something
I can
like
do, is
that
call the
happen.
health department when I see
I would
him
say
out there
so.
power washing, when I know there's lead and that, and.
Did
in
the health
paint.
department test anywhere to see where the lead was coming from, to say where they
They
had
said
to?
it's the windows, yeah, the health department, the lady from the health department came there, is what, McKenna told me.
And said it was the windows.
And it was the windows, it's the siding, it's everything. And then they had the roof come in with that tree and it's just been a mess. Well, and the
You can
kids are
tell.
black from everything from that came in the
When you
roof.
get back, if you can tell it's been power washed, and, you know, they don't have new siding, they don't have new windows, I would call the health department and say, you know, he thinks this is the fix, that he's just gonna power wash it, it's gonna be okay.
Okay,
That's,
I just wanted to know what I could do, you know, since
I
I'm
need to
so
be
close to it.
proactive myself.
Beg your pardon?
Be proactive and just go out there and tell them what the thought process is here at the hearing. And they're aware of it and they have to happen and they're gone.
All right, thank you.
There's a little hot one.
Oh, okay, thank you. For something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And that's what we do.
Well, I just found out about a couple hours ago. It's like what happened. Thank you.
Need a motion to approve the July 30th, 20th to 26th Public Works, Sewer, Parks and Cemetery Committee meeting minutes. Mike, Bob, and John.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Second.
He's got. Gotta speak up then, please.
Second.
Thank you. Trustee Finn,
Yes.
trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Wagner.
Yes.
Need approval of the August 4th, 2026 Fire and EMS Committee meeting minutes. Mike, John, and Bob.
Motion. Second.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Wagner.
Yes.
Now we move on to the board member appointment. We had a member of the board, she resigned. And I was trying to find somebody as fast as possible, everything we got going on. And Natalie had reached out to me. And I thought she would be a good fit because she has a large background in, she owns businesses, she managed businesses, she's worked with people, and she's also a disabled veteran of the United States Air Force. So she has a large background I think would be beneficial to this board. I asked the board members to ask any questions of her you wish to have. We had a short meeting with her here about a week ago. And if there's no questions, then I'd like to move for a motion to appoint her to the board.
You can state her name.
Oh. Sorry about that. Natalie Borman is her complete name.
Yes.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Trustee Sets.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Wagner.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
See,
Oh, no.
you can't.
I still have to swear in.
Come on. Come up here.
I need to face them.
No, me. Oh, here.
I, Natalie Mormon, do solemnly swear that I support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of the village trustee. Is that it?
We'll sign that.
Okay.
Take your seat over there.
Natalie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put.
Over here.
Oh,
Take your seat.
go around there?
You signed your life away.
She didn't want to disrupt the meeting.
I don't. And of course, you guys know I'm far in the stage house.
That's who was on it, that's what we said.
Natalie, I'm gonna appoint you to the finance committee with Virgil.
Finance,
Vanessa. Yeah.
okay.
And for the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and appoint Virgil as chairman of the finance committee for a temporary time until you get your feet on the ground. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. I hope I don't disappoint.
Moving right along.
Or cause you too much heartache.
Fire and EMS station update from Farnsworth.
I printed, good copies for everybody to look at. I think this is gonna have to be a meeting.
Yeah, I agree. I think basically all we're gonna report tonight is we met with the architect. He showed us 3 different potential layouts. An informal meeting, Mike was there, they refined the layouts based on comments at the meeting, and that's what you all have. But it needs some more refining, so I think there's gonna be a future kind of committee meeting or an informal meeting or a committee meeting, I don't know which. But whenever Mike, whoever's running the show is ready, get this on.
I worked on the numbers today, so I can help with that issue when we meet also.
The main thing about it was trying to get a cost estimate. So there was three options given. One, brand new building. Option 2 is use the fire station, current fire station, tear down the house, Option 3 was to use the fire station and use the house. And obviously renovate. So that's where you got your cost estimates. You have some idea.
These are the cost estimates here?
That's
There,
One's almost 9 million and one's wow.
correct. The 9 million would be, using the current fire station, tearing down the house and using that layout with the additions. And then the other one would be a little over 7 million for using both of those facilities and adding on in the middle and on the other side, using that.
Well, I think this is good that we got this too, because we can give this to the grant writer and see if there's anything that she can try to capture. Now that we actually have a plan, you know, a written plan, even though we might go with it, something that we can actually search for grants for.
And this is strictly our property, it had nothing to do with the whole Richard's property type of thing, so this is using our property only.
We ain't purchasing property.
No.
we don't have, with these, we don't have to.
Well, no, but I'm just making a point of paying almost $10,000 and you have to purchase, purchase a property. That's a lot of money.
And it's just gonna keep going up the longer we put it off.
Well, it has been every time we have an idea.
$9 million right now might be 10 million in 6 months or 15 million in 1 year.
What was the cost for the whole new building?
I didn't even ask for that.
Didn't even answer.
I knew where it was gonna go, so I figured at that point, you're probably using it to defibrillator to go off the floor.
What do you think of those, that cost, Virgil?
It's back on the wall.
I think if you're going for funding, you should.
What do you think of the
Yeah,
cost,
maybe the most expensive.
cost there, Virgil?
Too much money.
I'll tell you what, he thought he turned his hearing aids down.
Mine's still sitting in the chair.
I had to turn them off.
So anyway, I think Tom's right, we just need to set another meeting, kind of go up, look at,
Yeah, they'll find money somewhere.
everybody does.
You're gonna do something like this.
Well, there's still potential that, things can be squeezed down some more.
Well, I think once you get to talk with Tiffany, she's ran some numbers on a bunch of different stuff and things like you said.
Talk to 3 different people, I think we'll talk about it.
You just gonna set that at a later date?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that gonna be a fire and EMS? Or what kind of- Is it a committee? We talking committee?
I think you should.
I think so.
Committee.
It needs to be committee.
Well, I won't be there. Can we just make sure we don't make it during the day so committee
Even-
people can make it?
Even if we have a committee meeting, everybody can come, or we could have a special board meeting, doesn't matter.
Well, I think
I'd rather take it to committee first and let the committee decide and get to the point that what they want. And make a recommendation to the board. I think that would work better because you got less people.
That's committee meeting. It's an open meeting, right?
Yeah.
So I can come,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll still come.
I think the meeting, this thing needs flushed out a little more. This is gonna be more like a little working session, just like we did. We're gonna be laying this out and everybody's gonna be writing comments. It's not really ready for a board meeting. Probably ready for a committee meeting, but.
No, what he's saying is basically if there's 10 offices, for example, we need to try to revamp maybe some size, some thought process. Maybe it gets to 6 offices and they're half the size, for example, type of thing, kind of look at it that way.
And then after it gets massaged and the committee can make a recommendation to the board then.
Well, people could contact you, just say what they have right now, and start making recommendations back to you.
We should do the first thing, we just pick the design so that we can get it to the grant writer. So you go out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, my point is, the committee needs to determine 2 or 3.
Well, I think if we're going, like Tom said, if you're gonna refurbish it a little bit, you can't go a $7 million thing if you end up cutting it to 5. Now, you're pointless on. There.
I'm just saying, I want to see the committee direction for the board. I mean, full board should have input prior to, but I think it'll work out a little bit better that way. Okay, village engineer, Tom Overmeyer.
I don't have any, I'm not gonna be asking you to take any action tonight. This is more informational. but I did attach a few things. I got contacted by a young man named Justin with Earth Rights. He wanted to meet and talk about a road use agreement. Basically what that is, what more roads do they want to use in advance, move materials and things in for their project. I kind of question them, why are we talking about this now? Because we don't have, there's no special use permit approved or submitted at this point. So I told them I didn't think it was, really prudent to start reviewing a road use agreement until we have a little more specifics on what they're asking to do. But he did submit it, so I did provide a copy to you, and I think he just wanted to throw some language out there that might be in a road use agreement, and I just read over it, and I can tell you there's things in there I don't like, so.
So he provided this agreement?
He did, yeah. He was, I don't want to create an agreement where, it's gonna require two people with two different judgments to agree on what might need to be done. And at the meeting, we talked about, well, we're just gonna have you mill and resurface the roads. And then now we're going to argue about whether you did any damage. I don't, do something like that, in lieu of a permit, just have them, restore the pavement to a condition at least as good or probably better than when they came, that kind of thing. So I don't agree with the language that's in the agreement. I mean, there's only like, paragraph 7, post-construction survey and repairs, which I don't think it's a bad idea if we wanted to document the actual damages, but that's where get into a judgment call whether, what are the damages. So I don't want to, I'd rather set it up so at the end you get a new road.
And according to their map, I mean, we're technically the blue, right?
You're blue.
So, I mean, it's obviously there's wear and tear on those roads. But a lot of the county road stuff, which would be out of our jurisdiction.
Well, they said that green is actually state of Illinois, and the red would be township roads.
Well, the thing of it is hopefully this road use agreement will benefit the village and road upgrade.
Well, I have to agree with you. I mean, we don't, this might be a new point. This, I mean, we have no idea. We don't have anything.
In the email, I gave you the copy of the email where I responded back to him. I told him before I would give any comments, I would take it to the committee and the board. But I'd like to go ahead and reply back and tell them that, we're not going to review this at this time, but
Kind of putting the horse before the cart.
But I will probably internally go ahead and look at the language that's in here and come up with something that's more fair to us. But I'm not gonna be in any rush because I don't see any
reason to be.
I don't see any land or special use permit at this point, so. Don't need to burn energy if, you don't have the reason to burn. But I don't know what they're thinking on that, on the special, or the road use permit, needs some changes.
Have they met with other people?
What do you mean?
Like Cat?
Oh, no.
I was just curious. I didn't know if they'd be saying anything, but it's funny how they.
Well, I mean, some of those, they're about to get a permit from IDOT because they're gonna have entrances off the roadway. I don't know what the township's doing. They're probably looking for roads. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, I mean, do we need to, I'd like for someone on the board to give me some direction. I told you what I feel needs to be done, but I'd like someone to tell me that way.
Holding off,
You wanna?
Allow me to go ahead and make contact with them, that we're not reviewing anything, but.
That would be my suggestion.
Gonna make a motion and vote on it?
Thanks for the report, and currently until we get further along with other things, that it's
Go ahead and make a motion like that, whether anything official.
I'm gonna make a motion to allow Tom to respond to Earthrise, and we're not gonna take any action at this point, and we'll review at a later time when it becomes necessary.
Second.
Cause I don't think there's a cat in here.
Yeah, sure. There you go.
Trustee Whitmore,
Yes.
trustee Finley,
Yes.
trustee Sheets,
Yes.
trustee Sims, yes, trustee Barnes,
Yes.
trustee Mormon.
Sure,
Just to let you
yes.
know, as this process progresses, I'm gonna.
Yes,
I heard her.
We'll get a lot of
Tom's gonna
information.
talk first.
before I do.
That is done.
Yeah.
Fire Chief Chris McMahon.
We're still doing the Queen of Hearts. Our pot is over $4,400 now, so let's keep going. Board's actually getting pretty small. We have a lot of cards out. One of the Jokers is out, and I believe 3 of the Queens are already out. So the Queen of Hearts is still there, and hopefully the Joker gets hit pretty soon, and we'll put the board up because the Joker resets it, which helps us build our pot up. But we're money ahead, so that's a good thing. We've been doing, like normal general maintenance. We had our air packs flow tested, our yearly test. We had 2 of them that were broke. They were able to fix them while it's here. Truck 2 is currently out of service. It's in Indianapolis. We'll talk about the quote in just a second. Training wise, we're finishing the VOT training, Mod C, that we're coming down to the final couple weeks where everybody has to upload all their file and everything. And then we will be setting up a date. With one date will be with Bismarck. They have a house to do a lot of our practicals in. We'll go up there and do a lot of the practicals, sign people off. And then Covington has a training center that they built there. And we're going to run over to Covington and finish whatever we don't have done. And then all we need left after that is to get the hazmat ops class completed, and then everybody will be officially certified and off. We completed our cone courses. We're going to Danville on Wednesday to attend a class for sprinkler demonstration. So for the light fire, they have sprinkler, non-sprinkler residents, just to kind of give our guys how sprinkling work, how to stop it, and everything else. We're going to have an LP class coming up. I'm going to email Tiffany all the details. But we're going to try to do it at the GM plant, where there's a lot of space. We flow a lot of water. Lynch is actually hosting it, but we're going to try to do it at the GM plant because all of us have room. It's a great class. If you guys want to see a really good show, I suggest come on down because they have 3 or 4 tanks that come off the truck. They light them on fire, flame, 20, 30 foot high. And we're taking 2 hose lines, getting right up within, 2 or 3 feet of these tanks while they're burning to shut them off. So it's a really good class. Actually, one of my favorite classes to attend. It's pretty cool. We have a class coming up that we're hosting for vehicle firefighting. So I'm excited where we're going to light the cars on fire, practice fighting vehicle fires. And then in December, we're hosting a basic company class. All the classes are free to us, so we don't have to pay. And then we just continue our training. We're at 66 accounts for the month for incidents, 46 are EMS, 5 are fire calls, 15 were just some type of other call, and then 15 out of our district calls. And then we received aid from 4 of them. So 4 times other people gave us mutual aid. In the next section is I have 2 firefighters that have completed all the probation area. They are no longer on probation. They are firefighters, and their year is very old. They've been attending every meeting, well over 90% of the meetings they've attended, both of them, Jared Barney and Gavati. And I would like to use I would like to buy the 2 sets of gears that we have in the total budget that we did for the two sets of that gear. The total cost for that be, each set is about $5,300. We would ask for 2 of them, it's a little over $10,000, $10,630, and that would get the 2 sets that we, for them. And that's, of course, gear is good for 10 years, so they would be good for 10 years at this point. So ask for that.
Motion?
You guys, not on the year, but on the sprinkler systems, is it up to the businesses, or do you guys go around and check like sprinkler systems at the businesses?
We don't do it in Tilton right now. We don't. I don't. I'm certified to do it, but I've never went in Tilton to do it. So probably something we will add to make sure that there's sprinklers. There's a lot of rules when it comes to code, fire code and sprinklers, and how it has to be monitored when it's being flow tested and stuff like that by a officer, that's certified, but I don't know if we do or not, but I know on the fire side, we haven't gotten there yet.
I know one business they had a sprinkler go off due to malfunction of this. And it wasn't anything to do with the fire department, but the water company never turned the sprinkler system back on. So they had no pressure in the sprinkler system.
Okay.
Until a guy from out happened to check one day and he's showing him where the stuff was at. He goes, why is this one a 0? And couldn't find out that it had never been. And I didn't know, I mean, not even load testing, but as far as just checking, make sure that they would be.
Yes, under the Fire Chief Act, we're supposed to inspect businesses. It's a little labs for volunteer services like us, because we don't have an actual fire inspector assigned. You'll be surprised how many times we've inspected businesses and go down there and your sprinkler system's dead. It's not on, and then we make them do fire watch where they have to send us paperwork every a daily basis, but they have to have somebody assigned every hour that the business is occupied. That's what the fire code says. Their sprinkler system's out.
Need a motion to air and A for 2 sets of bucket gear for Conway Ship for $10,630. I need a motion.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Whitener.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is the quote for the fixed truck 2. It is at Queens, which is they are the fire truck repair center for peers around here. So we took it over there to actually see if we can get it fixed. The quote is $12,848. The left outrigger, which is on the driver's side, developed a leak. And then the valve that runs that outrigger is what caused the leak. It started sticking. And what he basically explained to me, it was trying to do 2 actions at the same time, which blows the seals out of the thing that extends the outrigger. So it blew that. We've been working on trying to get the air conditioners with Carnegie's since we got the truck. And so they went ahead and diagnosed it while it was there, and they can fix it and have everything done at the same time. So when we get the truck back, it's ready to go back at 100%. Anytime we do training in it, especially with the heat, when you put fire gear on, it's extremely hot in these trucks. And air doesn't move like the old days with 55 mile an hour. That truck doesn't really do 55, but
Carnegie couldn't do the hydraulic portion.
we took it straight there because their Carnegie backed it up, and that's why I was already over there with them. So I mean, Carnegie's probably good.
They did something before.
Yeah, they did the big ones before where they took it off. This is one they actually have to pull the outrigger, which is the arm that extends out the back that holds trucks. They have to unpin it, have it brought out with the crane. They pull the piston out, and then they have it rebuilt. They have a rebuilt place right there in town that rebuilds right next door to them. So.
Well, we got a quote before for just the air conditioner, didn't we?
Yes, I thought we did get a quote for the air conditioner, like 9,000, and I thought we approved that before. I don't know what meeting it was. So,
Like a year ago.
it was like a year ago. It's like right when I first started, and we had the quote. We try to get it in. Every time we get it in, it's like we're too busy because it's got to be pretty much taken all the way down. The hose line's got to come off and everything else. What they found out, the compressor is actually bad in the truck too. So not just the hoses, the compressor was bad, and then one of the fans is broke on top, which that's an easy fix, of course. So the condenser fan. This will fix everything for us, but we can't use the ladder until we at least get the outrigger fixed. The outrigger has to be fixed.
Any question? Need a motion, air and A for $12,840.95 from McLean for a truck 2.
Make a motion, yeah.
Second.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Whitener.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you. EMS coordinator, Butch Fields.
And do a lot of physical stuff last month because I was off work. But I did get some stuff done. QA of all the ASO run sheets. Just attended department head meeting, attended meeting with the farm work group and the EMS committee, or partially the EMS committee. I did receive 2 quotes for the EMS house roof. Was late getting them turned in. Had a discussion with Mike. We're gonna hold off on that. Right now, probably till next month. Did get the crews did get the med audits completed, all the units, and we had to send in a request to get replacement meds for each of our meds. Unit 3 went for a complete vehicle preventive maintenance, and that's been completed. Unit 1 is been sent over to Carnegie now for the same thing. Coordinated with the crews for the new employee onboarding and preceptorship right time. Filled in 2 more applications. A total of 77 dispatches, 45-day, 20 night. We did 32 mutual aid to Lynch, Oakwood, Georgetown, Danville, and we've done 2 transfers. And that's all I have for now.
Just a little recap with an out fire and EMS are done. So, good job on the EMS, fire and EMS fundraiser. A lot of support from both sides. I think that was very well done. I want to say it was an Allen turn. I was just shy of 600 or something like.
Yeah, 600 from those 3 fees.
Should have been roughly about $3,000, I think, overall. For everything, so that wasn't too bad. So, good job with that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. We're fighting the weather. I'm beginning to wonder if we were gonna have it.
Yeah, we were definitely putting the weather.
Public Works Director, TJ George.
Well, speaking of fighting the weather, we fought the weather. So far, we won. Numerous call outs for sewer backup, flooding, such and such. Repetitive thing that's ongoing. Playground structures are all built. They're just standing by until it dries out enough where we can get them in the ground to finish that project. Hopefully next week's looking better, knock on wood. I spoke too soon. Set up for bands, stuff like that. Worked on getting quotes. Doug helped me for the storage building at the shop. Solar did get completed on the Public Works building. Ballpark seal coat got completed today, and several of the other roads that we had on the program this year. There's still four or five left to do.
Four, and I talked to him today, and hopefully by the end of next week, they'll be here to do that.
We had a committee meeting, I brought up, which you guys should have it in your thing, about getting rid of the old dilapidated storage trailers over there that are old semi-trailers actually, that are falling apart, and putting up another pole barn beside the one we have. We reached out to like 6 different companies. Out of them, some declined, some no response. We had 3 that responded back to us. Only 1 out of the 3 can do a complete build on their own. The other 2 need subs to come in. One of the subs would never get back with us, who works hand in hand with one of the contractors. So the 3 is Cleary Building Corporation, FBI Buildings, and Silver Brothers Inc. Silver Brothers is the only one that gave a complete building for what we were looking for. They currently are building Bismarck's fire station. Right, Bismarck, is it Bismarck?
Yeah.
Bismarck.
Up on.
They did a lot of work in Hoopston on various city buildings and things like that, garages. FBI basically is a shell. We still have to have someone come in and do the rest of the work as subcontractor. Same with Cleary Building. I kind of put on there like turnkey cost comparison grid and some rough estimates if we had to go with a sub. I would like to just go with the complete building turnkey with Silver Brothers and be done with it if you guys choose to.
I did talk to Westner about this too, to make sure we didn't have to bid it, and he said, since TJ went out and got several bids, this isn't like a stick-built building where you're doing like you would normally bid out for a big public works project. He said he thinks this would be fine. You just have to keep track that we did get all these bids.
I think better to have the one group do the whole thing. I mean, just.
Silver Brothers price, as you can see, was $116,500 for the complete building. This building is spec big enough to fit any piece of equipment we have in there, numerous pieces of equipment in there that we have.
What's the size on it?
32 by 56 with a 14-foot tall door.
It's not bad, really.
Concrete floor, floor drain, insulation.
That's all that included?
Yes.
That's not bad at all.
I would then also the Christmas decorations or displays, whatever you're gonna call them, for the ballpark, are stored in a Connex container, which we've already outgrown that. And the way we have to store them in there, every time we take them out, we're ripping wires off because they're tangling with each other, where I could utilize, whether it's this building or the other building we have, once we be able to move things around for more room and actually get these hung up properly, and so save wear and tear on them also. And this will also free up a ton of room that I need. We're double, triple stacking things. We had to move 3 pieces of equipment the other day to get a 6-inch pump out when we're flooding. Happened pretty fast, but when you're flooding, faster the better.
Any more questions? Need a motion here today for pole barn from Silver Brothers for $116,500.
I'll make a motion, we do.
Second.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Weidenberg.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
One other thing, just kind of informational, trying to get you guys' opinion. Been doing a lot of sign repairs, missing ones, things like that. This is like one of my project lists I want to start working on, is doing a sign program. And by that, I mean starting with street signs in the village and updating them all to the newer reflective and start matching. I would pick an area of town, send off, get a quote for it, to basically do one whole area of town with new street signs, possibly poles, and maybe, I don't know how often we do it, depending on the price of it, but that's what I like to start doing, if you guys think it's a good idea. I mean, right now we've got green and white, and then we got the old black and yellow, and technically by legality, the black and yellow is not even legal to have.
And we can use MFT money for that.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Just kind of informational.
You have to get permission,
Get the what?
permission, because it wasn't in the budget,
Well,
was
I
it?
don't know if were you doing it this year?
It probably, I got so much, I doubt if it happens this year, it'll probably be a next year.
So you can put it on the sheet.
I reached out in an area of town, which next month I can kind of get an idea of what it will cost wise to do, like,
Get your costs and stuff, and we put on the program.
just kind of have an idea of what we're looking at, to pick comparable size areas of town and have a rough price of what it costs to do the area. Other than that, that's all I got. Thank you for the building, appreciate it.
Police Chief Phil Bernardi.
Month of July, there's 424 calls for service. Officers made 13 arrests, 17 PNPs. Issued 94 citations with 36 warnings. 3 ordinance violation warnings were given and 4 ordinance violations were issued. We recently also had our new officer, Ray Osborne, start 2 weeks ago, doing well yesterday. him and Josh in the first day of training got a felon with a gun yesterday. So, middle of day shift at Casey, so doing good already. What they have for the board tonight is an SRO agreement with Base. Tiffany was working with them we had some new legal changes they wanted done.
It was the guidelines for reciprocal reporting, and so they had to add that in, their attorney did, and Western looked at it and said it was okay. That was the only change. Amounts were still the same terms, things like that.
Motion. Need a motion to enter nay for the memorandum of understanding for the school resource officer with Romania Association for Special Education on at Middle Fork School.
Move the motion.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Whittenborn.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
I want to jump in on the police real quick. Told Phil, there's some criminal damage at the lake occurred, while we were out pumping water, matter of fact. The new officer, or newer, he's new, Brody Herman, him and then between him and Sam, within the next day, had the vehicle, people located and parts for the damage to the lake, so kudos to them on that, good job.
Oh, thank you, appreciate it. And that's all I have.
I seen the Facebook compliment from the new business over there, that he got checked a couple times coming out of his own business.
Oh, yeah.
But he appreciated it, because he's, you know.
Oh, I do have one last thing to ask. No, I forgot already. The ordinance, did that ever,
Which one?
about the camping, the homeless issue?
I haven't gotten
never responded yet.
I haven't gotten a draft back yet. I sent it to him and Billy did. We're just waiting. He was working on trial, he said, so.
I sent it to
He's
him,
starting to get caught.
the day I sent it to you, I sent it to him, said we gotta do something.
Okay, well, for TJ's research on the cameras and stuff, it's only 2 instances and we know who they are, so we'll see a problem, but we might as well continue and be proactive with that.
He's checking on some other, because he's gonna try to look at some other ordinances in different towns that have a lot of problems with the same situation and then try to get something up for it.
Good. I don't know if there's nothing huge. The school's starting to get back in session. Good. I don't know if we can put something on our page, whatever, seeing the cars that will pull up to stop signs and stop and park, waiting on school buses. One problem I saw, actually, is there on Brentwood, at 2:30, they pull up stop sign, put it in park, and just sit there and wait on the bus. I've seen kids have to walk out around the car, people, and you get other cars coming, and you can't get through the intersection. I don't know if we can put some on our page or whatever to, stay back at least a couple of car lengths away from stop signs and stuff. I just don't want to see somebody park at the stop, at the sign and have a car have to swing out around.
Basically, they need to leave room for the moving traffic to still utilize the signals. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I came instance by my house where I couldn't even get out of the driveway because there was a car on this side of the road and on this side, you couldn't even drive between them.
Do you do signs from like, no parking from here to here, from this time to that time, Monday through Friday, or?
Well, there's so many places that the bus.
Well, there's
stop.
only certain places the bus stops.
That's gonna be a lot
It
of
ain't
fun.
like it's a bunch of them.
Well, you said you're getting ready to do a cycle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, isn't there an ordinance already that says no street side parking
Yes.
unless it's marked for street side parking?
You're correct.
Yeah.
But as far as just, hey, we're gonna stop for kid, little Johnny waiting on the bus. Yeah. Stay back.
I mean, they mean no harm, but sometimes it does cause an issue with that.
I'll see if we can address that even with District 118 or something.
Yeah, because remember,
Parking at any time.
Well, no.
I know.
If they would just stay back to the stop sign, people understand why they're doing it, and it's for the kids, I mean, they do it down here, we're coming off the overpass right there. Blackie, they park right there, stop sign. wait for a school bus and all
Kevin, put on the website, put on the,
Huh?
we can put something on the website and on the Facebook page, whatever, just.
that. Well,
How many
what I was
people
gonna
do
ask,
you
is,
think?
why don't we talk to District 118 about putting out a notice?
That's why I said I'll reach out to District 118 either tomorrow or Monday morning. See if we can.
I had another conversation going on there about something else too.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, Chief.
Yep, we'll work on it.
But you're gonna start over. That's on the agenda.
Okay,
Yeah.
sewer plant operator, Chad Kessler, and
Did I miss that?
Um,
I thought we were looking at video.
So, yeah. Lining project started, they almost got everything cleaned and ran, but the rain stopped. But they, hopefully next week come back and get the rest of that taken care of. And then, well, a couple, 3 weeks, they're talking about coming and actually doing the line. So that's moving forward. We've managed to stay ahead of all the rain, put a lot of hours in to keep things flowing. That brings me to the first item is a truck. We're looking for a truck for the new employee, give him something to drive instead of his own personal vehicle. Everybody's been looking, we found one truck, that I think will serve the purpose. It's a little more than we talked about in the committee, but, we got Brad Howell, the 3/4 ton, service truck. Price is $71,030.
It says 89 on here, Chad. That's what I was telling you earlier. Cause it added a body onto it at 14,295.
Service was a discounted.
It was
So
71.
59,230 plus 11,800, total 71,30. Right here.
Oh, okay.
On down.
But you're on here. How much you say that was? There's something wrong in there.
$71,030.
This here is just from.
Well, there's three.
Brad House.
Yeah, but
It's a Ford 2026 and it's new.
This is
That's
89
250
for
cab,
that.
full drive, service.
That's
bar.
Well, you're looking at it, I say another name, that's why I asked you. This is
Yeah,
not.
so-
No, this is. Questions?
Yeah, I mean, hold on.
The only one I see for 71 was 71,753.
That's the 250 or 250.
So what?
The 250 is the one that he sees for 71. On our, on board, it shows this truck you're talking about at 89,917.88. Can we just look at that real quick? Make sure we're looking at the right truck.
So there were several different, I was 71.
Oh, so this is the 250 and stuff.
It's
Okay.
not, it's different.
There was
than
two
that.
250s, but that's,
Okay,
the other one was a super cab.
the one that we have on board is from Brad Howell, but it's a 350 super.
And I think it was a super cab, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was 89.
That's the.
Yeah, so this one's 700.
You guys wanna look at it?
That's what I was giving you. Sorry.
Does anybody want to look at this truck?
Huh? Any more questions? You're right.
This one here.
It's a different.
Need a motion, Jay, for a truck for the sewer department for Brad Howe for $71,030.
I vote yeah.
Yes.
Trustee Whitenberg.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yeah.
The
the GIS mapping, I think TJ did wrong, but. So. Yeah. GIS mapping, that part.
I put on there what you have ready for me to put on there.
Anyway, yeah, that's from
I put
22.
on there what I.
So, anyway, the next item is the mixer. We had a mixer and a digester go out. We pulled it, sent it back with Vendor, they tore it apart, and, anyway, long story short, it's a little over $15,000 to repair it, but we can buy a brand new one for 20. And the new one is more of a plain Jane mixer that's, the other one's a little fancy, and we've had issues with them. So I'd like to purchase a new one, get away from the fancier style, and this will be hopefully more reliable. So the price on it was $20,269.92.
I'll make a motion to purchase this mixer.
Trustee Wagenberg.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
And the last thing I got is I want to purchase,
Gee.
You're gonna get further work there.
Keep it going.
He said, go. And if you want to go to the bathroom in the morning, you know, you gotta pay for it. We got issues with the VFD down on Jefferson, and we don't have a spare VFD, and this one's got to be pulled and sent in and refurbished, so there'll be something on down. But this
What's the VFD?
variable frequency drive, it controls the speed of the motor with the pumps.
We come up with some of the acronyms, not sure what they are, but it's like,
It goes out, we don't pump no more, and that's Jefferson's, it goes down, it's not a good deal. But want to purchase a spare, let's purchase this so we can get it put in, take the other one out, send it off, get it rebuilt, so, and then it'll become our spare. Because we don't have a spare drive for that lift station. We do for the others, but we don't have for this one because it's a lot bigger pumps, a lot bigger drive. So the price on it is $13,750.
Question?
I'll kind of make a comment real quick. Right now, we have a inflatable, fan to inflatables that you blow them up with, rigged up in there with tubing to keep this thing cool, to keep it running right now.
The night of the storms, I had my leaf blower on. The battery would run out, the VFD would trip, you knew you had to go down and change the battery, so it's very important that we do this replaced.
I'll make a motion.
A second.
More questions?
Already got it. Trustee Wagenberg.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
On that, as somebody who manages probably much larger VFDs than that, if you are not powering them on every 2 years, your spare won't be worth shit when you need it, and I use that word on purpose. So make sure, you actually have a maintenance program to maintain those, because I just threw away a $200,000 drive because a plant didn't maintain it, so.
Yeah, that does have a good maintenance cycle.
Yeah, they keep rolling out these VFDs. Almost every one of them in the lift station's been replaced now. They come, when they started the project, they replaced one in every lift station, and then King Street, they replaced both of them. So it's that new technology that just ain't worth a thing. Anyway, we're gonna stay on top of it, try to keep everything flowing. We've been
That's the one you told me about, wasn't it?
wrong.
Well, again, I know I sent you a message, but I think all three of you, between EJ and Tony, I know everybody's involved, but I know you guys are the ones that are up at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, making sure things are going. I know it's one of those things that if you don't say it enough, but, you know, it's definitely appreciated. And we don't realize, you know, but if you got up in the morning and the toilet didn't flush, and then you realize, so.
We try, I mean,
Well,
And you can tell, it's like this.
Here lately, we're been under 3 limits.
Have you noticed, I checked early in the morning, he sat there and told me every lift station went down at the same time, about fell out. He don't know.
10 pumps all went, the VFD, don't ever come up with 3:30 Friday. So you get, I mean, SCADA went on, get alarmed, that you got 12 faults. It's like,
Have you noticed the difference? I know before we talked about how much water flow we were getting when we had big storms in the sewer, that, groundwater stuff getting into the sewer system. Have you noticed any that going down any?
no, there was all these big rains, everything. We've been pumping pretty close to 4 million gallons through the plant every day. And then during that storm, we pumped over 6.5 million gallons into the storm drain.
I know you guys have found several places you're sealed up and.
That's part of the lining process, you know, the more we can get fixed and maintain and find our problem areas, the more we can get that down. But these big storms here lately has been showing some of the weak spots. So,
that's good or bad, one or the other.
but I mean, if it wasn't for the new lift stations and the new plant, I think you'd all need a rowboat.
And the only thing I say is you guys did a great job on up my toilet for one day. If anybody don't understand that, used to be TJ was after that, I used to lose my toilet for 3 days because the system just overloaded, and that's what pumps running.
We was pushing everything we could through the plant, we overflowed the excess that we gave for, I think it was 2 days, a little over 3 days, and we pumped water for over 58 hours. 5 pumps, 6 inch, 2 4s, and 3. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I was sitting and thinking about the other day, and I know at one point, I know there's a lot of stuff coming, you know, to replace money-wise, financial. And I was sitting thinking, when we had a committee meeting, we talked about sewer bills and things like that. But didn't we at one point take out money or something from the sewer, like $100,000 or something, and reimburse general
We do
fund
that.
or something?
We do that every year for their salaries.
Is there any way that we can maybe put that back into the sewer?
I mean,
Or what?
we don't have to do that. We do it because it's part of the budget. Like the sewer plant is supposed to pay for the operator. Sewer plant is supposed to pay for these things, so we try to reimburse most of his salary, but, you know, one year you say, don't do it, we don't have to. I did write a letter to the EPA, I shared with Tom, asking for more principal forgiveness, so we'll see what they say.
I was just thinking with the sewer linings and different things, that, you know, if there's ways to
Yeah, I mean,
help out with some of that.
we don't absolutely have to. We did that because we're trying to be self-sufficient with the sewer.
I mean, we've done a lot of, we have a new plant, a bunch of new lift stations, already some, sewers lined, we've done a lot of stuff in the last 4 years. We've been doing a lot of stuff on it. We've rehabilitated 2 other lift stations, got new pumps in another, we have new lining project, we're lining over a mile of sewers, so the village is spending a bunch of money to try to upgrade all this stuff.
Oh, and I think it's important too that, well, it's important for all of us that we understand, it, 'cause that's stuff you don't see, and it's like locking and testing a car, you know, when you put brakes on it, it's not, you're not shining the outside of the car, so man, I just got me some new brakes, you know, but it's needed to stop, so, I think it's kudos to keep moving forward.
It's a lot of money, because everything's thousands of dollars, it's not hundreds anymore. But we gotta have it to keep things flowing.
Just hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you guys did a great job.
Joe, you got anything else? You got anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Next item is, code enforcement officer, there is no report to be given on that tonight. let's see here, Brian Donovan, IT department.
I'm keeping things running. I've been trying to help Chad find a way to check some of these things that we can't see when he is like at home in the middle of the night, so he can get up and see what's going on, because the sewer plant doesn't notify him of everything. So been trying to help him get stuff figured out with that. And then after one of the last bigger storms we had a month or so ago, the 911 center's tower actually got struck by lightning, causing radio issues for everybody. So that night, I kind of hopped on there because everybody in the county was going on trees and lines down and everything. I got on our radio and told everybody to go to our public works channel, but they were also out talking on the radio, trying to coordinate tree stuff, because the entire county was using the countywide thing. So I put in a request with MCA to see if we could possibly get a price on a new repeater. So like the fire department, if we have another issue, the fire department can have their own channel, public works can use theirs, because it was kind of congested at one time TJ was trying to coordinate, where lines were down and trees were down. The fire department was trying to coordinate, hey, there's a line down here, we need to go see if it's live or whatever, block off the street. So it got kind of congested. So I got a quote from MCA, the local radio company, for a new repeater and everything be installed, like turnkey, basically. You have all those radios reprogrammed. And it's for $16,657.89.
That is a 2-channel.
Yeah, and it's a 2-channel, so there'll be another channel available. Like, so if we need to, fire department can use one. If something comes up, we can use the other channel for another.
This is on this.
Yeah, and it'll be on our tower that we own back here.
And we kind of talked a little bit about it. This other channel could also be used as a natural disaster channel for all of us.
Yeah, if we need to, if Public Works is on one, fire's on the other, then there's one other channel that if we need to coordinate anything else, if the ambulance needs to coordinate something separately from all of us, then there's another channel they can coordinate, because not everything needs to go across the county for everybody in the county to, if we're just talking amongst ourselves about something in town, if a disaster happens, it doesn't, the whole county is going to be talking on the same channel. So try and get our own down so we can keep our own stuff in line.
Motion? Need a motion to purchase a repeater from MCA for $16,657.89.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Whitenburn.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Trustee Burns.
Yes.
That's all I have.
Thanks, Rob. Hey, you've been doing a good job trying to get things lined up in the copy room and all that, with the cabinets and all that stuff.
Trying to make it look like a proper copy room.
Looks good. I like it.
Because when we tried to use the big printer not too long ago, me and Cass were trying to do a couple things, and there was no place to put the roll of paper that is 32 inches long to set down to change out the drum. So I said we probably need to have a cabinet and be able to put everything else away, so it's just not sitting in boxes on the floor under a folding table. So still have one more cabinet coming. They said it'd be another week or two, so it's all kind of just temporarily set there. So don't lean on it too much. Nothing's secured yet.
Good job on everything you do. So with my department, I know Chad, you definitely help us all out for
sure. Lori Fields.
I don't have a report attached because I ran out of time. I'm sorry. So I'll just go off the top of my head. Obviously, several meetings, several minutes, several ordinances, filled out insurance, got some payments in. Working on my GMT report, finally got it back from my software so I can get that going for the auditor. FOIAs.
Several FOIAs.
Somebody say FOIA.
Donald's.
cemetery.
Big city.
Cemetery, I've had TJ out there a couple times, trying to sell a plot right now, wait for them to make a payment, so.
Winter's Day, you're taking care of it.
But yeah, big city butch.
Yeah. Driving Mr. Dempsey.
Yeah, if I call them, just make sure nobody.
I'm sorry that I didn't get anything typed up.
City Administrator Tiffany Jones.
I worked with the attorney this month, getting agreements back. I tried to make sure everything was correct. I had to correct a few deeds per Westner because the wrong exemption was on them. We need to set a committee meeting for ordinances. Like I said, I've reached out to Westner about, the camping, public camping. I think we need to discuss, our, building permit process and animal hoarding ordinance. I didn't get this on here, but we also emailed Westner about a battery storage ordinance, and what was the other one, Lori?
Data
Battery.
center.
Data centers, yeah. So let me talk to Westner and see when he can get all this back to us, and maybe we can have a meeting.
Let me just make sure it's, in the evening.
Yes.
Or I might have to bring a 4-year-old with me.
It's fine. It's not the only thing I have to put. Anyway, yes, I will make sure it's gonna be easy, because that'll just be committee, so nobody else wants to be here.
Treasurer report, Bethany Ward.
So for the month, I reconciled the bank statements, payroll, pay taxes, all the monthly wage report, all the monthly unemployment report, paid the bills, health board, close the old bank account, First Financial. And then the next thing that I have on here is there's an intergovernmental agreement between the Illinois Office of the Comptroller and the Village of Tilton regarding access to the Comptroller's local debt recovery program. This is for us to send municipal court debt to the Illinois Comptroller to take from their taxes.
Motion. Motion. Motion for the intergovernmental agreement by and between the Illinois Office of Comptroller and the Village of Tilton regarding access to the Comptroller's local debt recovery program.
Make a motion, yeah.
Second.
Trustee Weidenberg.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Simmons.
Yes.
Mayor's report, I'm trying to cut this down a little bit. Next, we met with one business possibility, haven't heard back from them yet. Had 2 marketing meetings, had one, water complaint meeting with a citizen, 2 interviews on radio, and met with District 118 for a lead into a meeting that's going to take place tomorrow morning with District 118 on the kickoff that's coming up, we'll bring it later, but it's on the issue of the school district requesting 25% of their share of the tip. Also would like to request the finance to set a meeting. The owner of the LNL trailer park ground, he still wants to try to sell it to the village, and he would like to talk to the finance committee and see if he can come up with some kind of agreement to a price that the village sees fitting to purchase. I would, what's your last name too?
Let's call her.
Jerry,
Jerry.
Let's call, I think.
But he called me last weekend and I told him I'd bring it up. See if the finance committee would want to meet with him. I told him that the board turned down his offer, but he's still trying to see if the village would work with him and purchase the property. What he's doing is he's retired, his sons are taking the business over, and they don't want nothing to do with Illinois. So
We
they
just tell him to donate it to us. He's done.
Tax write-off.
Walk away. That's right, tax write-off.
That's all I have. Sure. Next line item is D. Smith Enterprise tip application.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was me, okay. So, like, Dan talked earlier, they're looking at this water issue. Belinda filled out a tip application, I sent that to, Moran, and it is tip eligible. We, we can try this and see how it works, but we're also gonna try to work with the railroad too.
So if it's TIF, I mean, if we use TIF, what are we gonna do?
She wants to put a berm. They want to put a berm on one side of their building, and there's a quote here, or there was a quote.
Redirect the water to the storm sewer.
Gotcha.
So the south water move it in the direction of the storm sewer.
It'd be a little grading, like a swell, deep enough to keep the water going north.
Gotcha. I didn't know what, I mean, I don't know if there's rerouting sewers or what.
They're asking for 8,800, or the total was 8,884, 8,280 of it is TIF eligible, 8,230 of it is TIF eligible. They recommended 10 to 50%, but we can, you wanna change that, we can change the amount. It's up to you guys.
We don't know this now.
I think we should pay for it for them. With all the problems they're having, it might help us too. And it's cheaper than us redoing a drain at this point.
How much was it?
$8,230 is what we could pay. The total was 80, you're gonna have to pay 50 of it yourself. I mean, depending on what the board.
No steak that month.
230.
Need a motion to use TIF money at the cost of $8,230 to D. Smith Enterprise. I'll make a motion. Try to get the water.
Second.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Finn.
Yes.
Trustee Whitenberger.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Next item, an intergovernmental agreement between the village of Tilton and the village of Catlin for EJT. This all has to do with the solar project out here and having it more defined that there's an agreement between Tilton and Catlin that the overlap of the extra jurisdictional territory there's agreed upon between the two governments that we will split the lap in half each of us.
A mile and a half or something.
Well, our mile and a half goes a mile into their district, so anyway, there's an overlap, which was shown from the original planning meetings. But there's an overlap of a mile, split down the middle. They get a half a mile, we get a half a mile, so it's not 4 miles of Catlin, so basically we have a mile outside our district, is what it boils down to, and they have a mile.
Basically where the two overlap and you split it in half.
And it just defines us to a one-time agreement.
We have 1.5, they have it.
Right.
So our jurisdiction can go 2 miles then actually.
No, it's a mile and a half, but part of our mile and a half overlaps with Catlin's mile and a half. And so there's like.
But you're gonna take half of
And
that,
we're gonna do half.
that overlap that goes on to there, so that makes 2, doesn't it?
How did that overlap?
You already got a mile and a half.
No, the overlap is within the mile.
Oh, okay.
Like this one. There's 2.
Yeah.
This area right here.
Yeah.
Just gonna get a line drawn right down the middle. We take half, they take half.
If someone like to read out loud this one paragraph, because I don't think it says that. And I might be reading it wrong.
What paragraph?
When it says Tilton agrees to cede.
The fifth one, where.
Tilton agrees to take just 1.5 miles.
What's this time?
Yeah, that's
Catlin
not.
has zoning authority within a 1.5 mile radius outside the corporate limits.
Tilton and Catlin wish to enter into an agreement there whereby.
Whereby Tilton agrees to cede to Catlin that part of Tilton's 1.5 mile extraterritorial jurisdiction that overlaps with Catlin's one.
No.
That is not correct.
No, it needs to say split in half.
It does. I think it's supposed to split.
Yeah, it's supposed to split. That's exactly what it's supposed to say.
That's what you said, but no, I don't think that's what that is.
That's not what that says.
if this is what you, I think you asked for.
Yeah, well, that's what I asked for, so.
So can we vote on the pending correction of terminology?
We just wait till it's corrected and then we vote on it.
Yeah.
Nothing really pressing for it.
That's true.
No action.
Correct that. I mean, that's, they can correct that paragraph to say what you said. It doesn't say what you said, that's all I'm saying.
No, it doesn't.
I don't want it to be misunderstood in the future,
No, absolutely not.
you know what I mean?
No, appreciate it. I withdraw. We need to get the letter on that.
Yeah, I will. Where?
We just got it. Yeah, feel it.
Good catch.
Item 26. Ordinance 2026-0820, ordinance authorizing the disposal of municipally owned surplus real property.
This is the 2 lots by the bridge. I know, there's an issue there.
Yeah, because so far the guy decided that stuff's all still there.
And I called him,
Well,
I
he
said,
called
you can't burn that.
Dumping building material on the lot to burn. He was gonna burn it because he thought it was just wood.
Yeah.
Tiffany told him he cannot burn that because it's not
Yard waste.
yard waste.
Produced on
And
his
it's
property.
Still been sitting there.
The code enforcement's gonna go after it.
Okay, because I don't wanna give him,
Got her on it.
give him the property to have him start using it for. And after you called him, I figured he would clean it up.
I thought so.
And it's not, it's all still just piled back there.
Well, code enforcement going after him, right?
Yeah, she don't.
Yeah, but this is, do you guys wanna give him the lots or?
I already voted on that.
This is the ordinance approving it. If you guys want.
To prevent, what's it say? What'd you say? This is the ordinance.
This is the ordinance approving us giving him the lots.
Sorry, this one.
And then there's the deed in there too.
Need a motion?
I'm gonna say I make a motion, no.
Okay. Need a second?
Second.
Trustee Whiteberger.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys want me to tell him
Yes.
he needs to clean it up or that we're just not gonna give it to anybody anymore? This will call, I just wanna know what's
Well,
down.
it definitely needs to clean it up, because it's not, just we keep putting it on. And then we can. I mean, that's what I would say. This one.
You guys been mowing with all that junk?
What did you say, tell him to clean it up and what?
Yes.
And then come ask again?
So
Yeah.
we're boarding it
Mowing
for him, so
It hasn't
we
been
don't
over there
have to be
mowing.
responsible for.
Okay, so the guy behind is kind of upset and
And is
he
it
wanted, maybe we should just give him one lot and then
Can we
let somebody
start
else
it
buy the
anyway?
other one.
Not really, because she's got.
Or not buy it, but give it to him, and then maintain it.
These are lots over by the bridge.
Yeah. But he created a big mess of that, and I told him about it, did you hear this?
Structures.
And,
If
he
he
hasn't
does
picked it up
put
yet, so.
So at this point, at this point, he needs to clean it up, and then we can always revisit something if we
Okay.
want to revisit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I drove by there that day, Bob told me about it, and that's when I called him the next day.
Item 27, ordinance 2026-0820-A, ordinance authorizing and approving an agreement for the transfer of real estate owned by the village of Tilton, Illinois.
Okay.
What's this?
I
Have you
think we
been,
need to discuss this.
yeah? Have you been down by there?
By T3?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, wrong one. I'll see that. On record.
Oh, what about it?
Let's get to that.
Okay,
Yeah, well,
sorry, I'm sorry, yeah. Okay, so T3, I talked to Mike a little bit about this. I just wanted everybody to know, I don't know if Kylie is thinking about keeping his current building and making it into a banquet facility, which I think would be a great thing for the village. People are always looking for banquet space. But I wanted you guys to know that because he's gonna own 2 lots, and I don't want somebody to come back later and be upset that we gave him this when we thought he was gonna sell the other. So I wanted everybody to be aware.
It was left from the story that I got out of it when I called him about some other stuff that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And he, told me about it, was that, you know, his building's still out there, obviously for sale. And he says if something happens, it doesn't sell, then he's thinking about doing the banquet facility thing. So it's not empty, at that point. And then he would potentially need, a liquor license. There's no poker machines or anything like that. I know that's the big, I don't want any more poker machines either, but from a banquet facility side, you would need something like that. The T3 thing, as far as what he does, why he wanted that other lot would be still in the process. You know, he'd still build and do all that. He just couldn't do it if his building was empty. He had to have some sort of funding to fund that building. So that was his thought with it. He also talked about, with this particular lot, helping even clean out down to the lake, portion if we wanted to. He said, you know, he'd be willing to help with that. And if that's something we could always, you know, we could always talk about. So the lake, you could see the lake, basically, clean up all that stuff down there. All that sort of thing.
That property don't reach the lake.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
I made him over there one day to walk him around the property to get him, kind of show him everything, so.
I think it's mainly clean it up so people can, if they wanted to park down there or whatever and do good things, help clean it up, his way to give them back a little bit.
You need approval on that one?
Yeah. I just wanted to
Need a motion.
make it
I'll
official.
make a motion, yeah.
Second.
Trustee Finley,
Yes.
trustee Barnes,
Yes.
trustee Mormon,
Yes.
trustee Sims,
Yes.
trustee Sheets,
Yes.
trustee Weinberg.
Yes.
Item 28, ordinance 2026-0820B, an ordinance authorizing the disposal of municipally owned surplus real estate property at 314 Brentwood.
That's behind them apartments.
That's the one I was asking about.
What's wrong with it?
If you go down and just drive the alley that behind there, there's behind his fence and everything along the alley, there's 5-6 foot tall weeds and growth and everything all. I don't have a problem with him having that piece of property, but he really needs to clean up what he has. Because we talked about this one time before, and we didn't at that time really wanted to give it to him because of the condition of his current property. I know getting rid of the property is not an issue. I just want to make sure it's going to be kept up.
This the guy who lives in the house.
You got the
North
north.
of the apartment.
Who is this? I don't remember his name.
Actually, how?
Well, honestly, the way you're describing, that's the same thing we're dealing with on the other one, so it should be figured the same way, I'm not sure. Lopsided this here.
Nice save, Gene.
There you go, Wes. I think that's.
I didn't put apartments on purpose. There's a lot of right behind apartments. Fence and the stuff. House. He's got 2 or 3 outbuildings.
They're talking. But, so we need to, I feel we need to act in the same way that you just did, that property by the bridge, by the overpass, because it's a complex situation.
Yes.
Um,
I would agree.
So we need a motion,
Deal with it another time or something.
just like the other one. And then you're
I'll
not
make a
gonna
motion.
allow him to have that property because of that.
No, it's this time.
Have a no, motion for no. Need
I'll
a
second it.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sims. Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Whitman.
Yes.
Trustee Sims. No. Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Item 29, ordinance 2026-0820C, an ordinance authorizing a sales tax sharing agreement between the Village of Tilton and Rayber Portable Storage Barns LLC.
We doing 50/50?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Whitman.
Yes.
Trustee Sims. What are we voting on?
Sales tax agreement.
Yes, I have no idea. Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Item 30, ordinance 2026-0820-D, an ordinance authorizing a redevelopment agreement with CC 63 LLC for site improvements utilizing tax increment financing funds.
This is for the 50/50 on what they asked for.
Do what?
This is for the 50% of the, go with the road and some of the utilities they're putting out for CC 63.
Where they run one north and south, then the entrance.
It's kind of going around in a circle, I believe,
Oh,
isn't
they're
it?
going in a circle.
You go in and then you go to the left and there's.
Yeah, that's a short drive back there. So we're only doing 50% of the road going in.
I'll make a motion, yes.
We're doing 50% of the whole thing.
I'll second it.
Trustee Finley.
They're on. I know, I also, I wanted to know what we agreed upon last time.
50%.
That's what it was?
Yeah, he agreed to turn around and send the line for that full road bill in, he turned around and agreed to put it toward, to this TIF agreement.
The 107.
And we're paying, what is it, 53?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just a lot of numbers and I'm trying to comprehend it fast.
On completion of the work is when we'll have to pay for them.
Well, I got a motion. I don't.
Second.
Yeah, I got a second.
I
So I was
second.
calling roll. Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Whitman.
Yes.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Item 31, ordinance 2026-0820-E, an ordinance authorizing a redevelopment agreement with the Midwest Auto Dealers DBA Toyota of Danville for lighting improvements utilizing tax increment financing funds.
This is for the lighting project that Toyota requested, and I think we're paying 33,000 something.
Those agree to, this is just the ordinance covering the agreement we did last month.
Okay.
Well, no, I got the agreement here, we're paying, 023.
I wasn't here at that meeting, but we'll pay it out of the TIF and get it.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
And this is tip one.
I'll second.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Trustee Sims. Trustee Whitman.
Yes. I said,
I'm just trying to think if I missed anybody.
no.
Okay.
Item 32, Hodge Street Extension.
We talked about this in the past. Doug got me the plans that we had for 15th Street that went through. You said Plan A would work, right? Yeah. So there's some plans here. Plan A is the only one would work because of the way the buildings are now.
So it's 15th Street Extension.
Yes. I'm sorry. What did I say? Okay, anyway, so the two people who own both businesses on either side are very willing to let us have this right away. and they have given us quotes for concrete. I don't think that we need to talk about it further, and we need to get an appraisal. I know they wanna get this concrete done quick, but things like this,
These people we gave the money to?
yes,
So you're saying the quote on concrete is for the road?
well, no, that's for concreting their parking lot. They're saying if we pay for the concrete for their parking lots, then they will give us the 50-foot strip.
How about they give us our tip money back and make the elsewhere?
Well,
I think, yeah, to get an estimate on the concrete, because that's
I
gonna be.
think, so. Well, there's two estimates here. They just wanted me to bring it up, and I said, you know, this isn't something that's gonna happen quick. I said, we're probably going to need more information and, some, like an appraisal. Don't you agree, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to pay, are you looking at paying like fair market value is what you're thinking?
I think so. I think that that's what we wanna do. They brought me these quotes, cause I had asked about the 15th Street, and they're like, well, maybe if you guys pay for the concrete, and I was like, whoa, hold on. And, I said, I'll bring it to the board, but I think we need to have it appraised.
I think we should have it first.
What size of parking lot for those?
Well, okay, so the road right away that we need, it's 50 feet wide, right?
I think we
Most
show it,
roads are about 60.
that's not what we show on this little sketch, but we show it, centered on the property line, is that the property line? I can't even tell. This, but we showed something like 70 feet wide. We need at least 60.
With the right one.
Each line's 35.
I don't know.
I mean, to be determined, but it should be at least 60. That way you can.
This, I mean, do we want to pursue this? Because
I'm going to pursue it, I don't think doing their parking lots is.
I think just getting the price is not gonna hurt anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not in agreement or anything yet till I see. numbers.
I'd like to point out one thing on this. We've got a really nice flag here that they had done, which is really nice.
yes,
But I think on your ordinance committee, you should still consider getting permits or have a permit to build a fence, because they're showing 4 encroachments with the fences on this site, people on other people's property.
I really believe that all this should go through the tip committee and have a discussion on it to see exactly.
is that the other person's fence though, Tom?
No,
Because it's tip money.
no, there's 4 encroachments where fences go over the property line by a lot. All they have to do is people should stake out their property line and build the fence on their side.
Just don't think it's.
I mean, otherwise, they just go out there and build it wherever they want.
Well, ain't that one of the ordinances already? Can we just pass that? Or you gotta notify for fences to go up?
We haven't gotten to it. I mean, that's part of what we were talking about, the building permit process, because we need to add fences.
So this, the third one with the nice,
Even though
this is something they provided us.
Yeah, he gave it to me. Like I said, I asked them about going through, and they were like, well, hey, maybe if you guys pay for our concrete, and I was like, okay, well, that's quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
But I'll show it to the board, so.
Where is this?
it causes title problem later. if you
UPS
build
used to be?
Fence over a property line.
Right, yeah.
Name this?
Can we talk
I know
about
all
this?
about fences.
Anybody's had experience with them knows it's a nightmare.
Can we combine TIF and ordinance? Who's on both committees?
Just have a special meeting. Just have a special meeting, nothing else involved, about this subject.
I think, first of all, I need to get an appraisal.
Yeah.
And there's no reason why TIF couldn't talk about it and ordinance, and there's no.
Yeah, we need to see what it's gonna be first.
As far as that. goes, if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
I agree.
Who's paying for the, survey?
The survey's done, we just need to get an appraisal.
The
We're
streets already surveyed.
Well, you just have this plat, which is really nice. I'm sure Burns Clancy could, put a right-of-way plat together, because they've already done the survey. Just, we need to add the right-of-way to record to dedicate a right-of-way area. But yeah, they surveyed.
What's something like that run? I mean,
Since the survey's all done, all they're doing is adding 2 lines on the drawing with some dimensions. Can't fit them out to much.
I think less than 1,000.
Nothing's less than 1,000. You pick up the phone, that's 1,000.
Just asking a little roundabout.
I would think it'd be under 2, but.
We okay with that?
And we're gonna need that for the appraisal anyway, right?
Yes.
Why did they do this survey, do you know?
Because they had to split the property because one got one side of the property and the other got the other.
This is the time to put the right of way on.
That's-
It shouldn't cost anything.
Well, and that's why I approached them because, you know, I knew that we needed this road and we've been talking about it for years because then the guy who owns, what's his name, Steve Dively, owns those condos. He had talked about putting another one, but the road never went all the way.
They need to add like some signature blocks for the village, just approve this too. It's just not, right now it's just says it's a boundary survey, but it's really a subdivision. You're subdividing a lot. So it's a subdivision plat, which means it needs to go through that process for, like we did with, the solar farm or any other culvers. When you subdivide a lot, that's a subdivision. It's a minor subdivision. So that's the time that you can add the right of way, and it shouldn't cost you anything. I didn't know these were already, I thought it was 2 lots already, but you're saying they're subdividing it now.
This is what they just did. Let me see.
Yeah, well, I don't know how they record it without the village.
Yeah, see, north part of lot 9, area 0.4 acres, and then south part of lot 9, 0.62 acres.
Yeah, you can ask them to, like, remove the encroachments too.
That's encroachments.
Okay.
So instead of a motion, should we have a meeting?
Well, yeah.
After you get the,
Yeah.
We'll set a special meeting at a later date, once the appraisal comes in, to determine whether or not we want to move forward with this. September meeting date.
I requested if we could move the board meeting from the 3rd Thursday to the 4th Thursday. There's an IML conference in Chicago that, Vanessa and I, before we talked about attending. A few topics that are very interesting. To go, so I would like to see if we could just move the meeting. The idea behind moving it to the following Thursday is so in case somebody forgets, if we try to move it up, say to Wednesday, for example, and somebody forgets, then they're upset. Whereas if they showed up, then they could come the next Thursday.
You said the 4th Thursday,
It'd be the 24th instead of the 17th.
any question? Need a motion to move September board meeting to the 4th Thursday of September.
I make a motion.
Second.
Trustee Sims.
Yes.
Trustee Mormon.
Yes.
Trustee Barnes.
Yes.
Trustee Sheets.
Yes.
Trustee Finley.
Yes.
Trustee Wyden.
Yes.
Okay. Next item up is District 118 request for TIF sharing, discussion only. Got a meeting with them tomorrow to see exactly what the whole deal is. They asked us to go down to Rich's one day and just brought it up to us and our feelings about it. And I think they understood where we stood, especially when Tiffany asked us, did you pay for that brand new football field with a grant? And he said, nope, we paid for the district money. Okay.
They get free registration fees, they get free breakfast and lunch every day to every child, they get free school supplies to every child.
So
There is a formula that you have have to follow with the TIF, which we can discuss if you guys want to meet about it further. But that's only if new students enter into the area that is designated as a TIF and they've built a house and they live there and it's per student. And it goes by the tuition cost per student. And, you know, they were talking about it being residential, and I talked to the clerk's office and I got all the tax computation records, and it showed the difference between residential and commercial and how much the EAV has changed. Our residential TIFs have not increased dramatically over the years. And that's the area that our TIF consultants said that they could potentially ask for TIF funds back. But like I said, that's in a TIF district. If they built a house and they know that that still student built a house in that TIF district and they're going to their schools.
Well, my suggestion is let us meet with them and find out exactly what the whole deal is.
Another question, will they be legal?
Pardon?
Will they be legal people?
Oh. Who knows? I mean, you know, with the school district, I don't.
Well,
It's not a school district that's moving people in here. The scenario, if we had that out there and there was 10 houses built, and 8 of them were senior citizens, and for example, and 2 of them were actually family homes that had a student each, then you would take that, in my understanding of it.
Yeah.
27%.
Question, but you would take that formula and then plug it in because there's 2 students. So that's where you come into play.
The average, okay, so I looked around a little bit. The average cost to educate a student in District 118 is $20,000. In Westville, it's more like 13, and the surrounding counties or towns are 13 or 14. Danville is like 20. You know, and there's 5,000 kids, and there's about 500 from Tilton. Like we looked into this a little bit. So.
Well, they're also paying superintendents and everyone like work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they also collect, property tax.
Yeah.
They collect 4.123% of the assessed value of everybody's property tax, and they still get the base before a TIF was created. So they still get the original amount before the TIF was created, and there's an increment. So they still get their taxes from the people who are in the TIF districts. They just don't get the extra amount that goes to Tilton.
Well, they're also paying for the buyout of the ex-superintendent.
That's their fault.
Yeah.
So.
And I did explain to them our TIF one is
What I'm
expiring.
saying is that before we draw a bunch of conclusions, let us talk tomorrow and find out why do you need the money? We need to see where do you need the money and why do you need it?
I mean, potentially how much you,
From residential, from all 5 TIF districts, we collect about 136,000 in residential increments.
and they want it from all 5.
Well,
Or
They want all of it, yeah.
they want 25% of what they were supposed to have gotten, which if you take, and I wrote it all down, I took all the TIF districts. Anyway, I took all the TIF districts, all the computation reports, and it shows the base value of the TIF, what the EAV was when the TIF started and what it is now. I subtracted those, took it times, the 4.123%, which is what they would have gotten if they were, if it wasn't a TIF district and they made those improvements. And the total from all 5 TIFs, the 4.123% was like $136,000.
That's from all the TIFs.
All 5.
Like I said, what I wanna do is also get a copy of their budget, get it passed out to everybody, so everybody can look at the budget. Look and see how they're spending their money.
Because we have,
Visit our school district, we always hear about
but we have no representation from Tilton,
it.
anything.
Well, that's the other
you know,
thing I was gonna bring up, and I told Jim down there that if this was to happen, we would have control over what they spent that money, because it's not going to football fields and all that other stuff, it's gonna go to education and getting people ready to get the workforce, not.
They can move it around how they.
I was gonna say like the lottery.
Yeah, you're not gonna, right, you're not gonna tell them what they can do.
Well, most of the time when these school districts ask for TIF funds, and me and Tom had a conversation about this, it's when a bunch of people move into the school district because it's such a desired school district that they create
We
all
know
these
that ain't
extra
District
students.
118.
Yeah.
Danville's going in opposite direction. They've got a budget for a population in Danville of 70,000 people. They do not have 70,000, no, matter of fact, they're losing. So, but they're still running a budget for 70,000 people. So that school district is having problems with their own money. That's why I said, if we build a brand new football stadium, and the reason we heard was is, they wanted artificial turf because Westville had it. This town had it. They did it with district money. Then they also turned around and had to get rid of the superintendent. And they're still paying for that. So that's what I'm saying. Just let us bring it back, let us talk to them, find out what's going on, try to get copies of budgets and numbers, information, get it passed out so everybody get a clear view of what's going on. And maybe this will be our opportunity to try to get our foot in the door at District 118 to have some say of what goes on up there.
Yeah, good luck.
I wish we could, being that we're so close to Catlin and Westville, have an option to choose
Opt out.
to where we can opt out of District 118 and be able to go to one of these other districts.
We checked on that years back, me and Joey Thomas did. We went to the regional superintendent of schools. You gotta sit there and have it on a referendum, number one. Danville has to vote to let you out. Number two, the town you want to go to has to vote to let you in. Then that's a guarantee that it'll happen, because then it has to go to the state level to get, okay.
And I just looked into that, to be honest with you, within the last 30 days. It's a non-starter at this point in the state of Illinois. Now, if something can change, like in Indiana, with
Or federally.
that changes the game. But as of right now, there's nothing.
Yeah, but they made it a no fight because they made it some difficulty in trying to do it. And then you have to prove that the district you're going to offers more than the one you're leaving.
When you gotta prove this.
Well, I can prove that the other ones, you'll have metal detectors when you walk through the door at a grade school.
You gotta prove that you're not gonna hurt District 118.
Yeah, and you're brainwashing.
So, like I said, I'd like to bring this up at a full date after we have a meeting, and try to get you guys some more information than just sit here saying they want 25.
I'd also look, ask Wesner if they think that if you start doing something like this, what's gonna keep Vermillion County from coming in, or the library, or anybody else? Township. So I think there's some questions that I think need to be asked before we.
Because they didn't say anything about the other taxing bodies being able to do that. They talked about the school district. No, Moran said, they didn't say anything about the other taxing districts being able to come in and get that. They just talked about the school district because it creates more kids where they get, you know.
Well, that's a school.
When you checked into that though, they told you?
Well, I've checked into it, yes, but I don't know for sure that another taxing body can come in, but I caution to ask that question.
Yeah, I will. That's a good point. But they didn't say anything about that. They just said school districts.
Well, they're not gonna tell you that.
We talked about that.
No, Moran.
We talked about that in there.
About the other.
Yeah, because when this first came up, first words out there about this was to stop the county, the township, this, from getting all the tip money.
They said, what did they say? I don't remember this part.
No, I'm just sitting there saying, it was brought up.
Was it recorded? We could hear it, so it's recorded.
The team saying, we'll try to get all the information, get it put out to everybody, so everybody knows exactly what's going on, and you get to see numbers, and then we'll move on from there. And when we do move on from there, we'll have the representative there answering questions.
I just wanna say that is right there, a prime example why we kind of want to have meetings recorded. Because people don't know what went on in them. Not even the people that were there.
Anybody need anything for executive session?
No.
When you meet with the, then could you say something about, they need to pull the trees out of that pond out there in school. It looks like shit.
She write it down?
Huh?
She write it down.
Cause it looks, there's, got that nice school there, and you know, all those willow trees growing.
Maybe that's what they need.
But there's no executive session, need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Got one too.
Trustee,
Wait a minute.
That was a-
Sorry.
I have a question. If we go back to that Hodge Street property thing, underneath it, there's a concrete quote. We didn't talk about that.
That's what we're gonna get estimates on.
Okay, so that B and A is what we were talking about with the, okay, just, it was named something different and I didn't know.
Can I ask my question?
Yeah.
So are we back to mowing the lots?
Yeah, then we already gave away and then we took them out.
I just need to know for clarification, so.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, my other question on that would be, if you're gonna mow the lots, and if you mow the lots, there's trash in there, you're responsible for any damage under the truck.
I just need to know if we need to start mowing again, that's all I need.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
trustee Sims,
Yes.
trustee Finley,
Yes.
trustee Wagner. Yes. Trustee Sheets,
Yeah.
trustee Barnes,
Yes.
trustee Mormon.
Yes.